So today we're going to talk about my Venti. Venti is getting re-released in a couple of days after patch 1.4 has released, and I thought I would upload a little video on how to build him, as some of you might be interested in it. So what I have to make clear first though is I personally use Venti as a support unit. The main reason for that is I feel like he's made to be a support unit, but yeah, that's just my point of view. So what I focus on is using his elemental skill and his elemental burst, and the main reason for that is the specialty of his elemental burst. His elemental burst can basically suck enemies together and crowd control them and put them into one place where you can take advantage of that and drop in more bursts hitting multiple enemies. Like a combination of Venti Diluc is pretty strong, a combination of Venti Ganyu is pretty strong, and a combination of Venti Zhongli is pretty strong. So there's multiple options how you can combine his burst with other characters, and that's what makes him very, very great. Also, he's a hyper carry in Spiral Abyss, and he makes Spiral Abyss, if you know how to use him in the right way, you'll make it very, very easy. Yeah. Now that we've cleared that one up, we can look over Venti's stats. So first of all, there's nothing too crazy here. I've been wanting to make this video for such a long time. However, the RNG screwed me over in the animal artifact domain, and that's why my stats are kind of mediocre. Like all the good artifacts were obviously the Maiden Beloved set, unfortunately, and I've burned 40 fragile resin, and yeah, that's very, very unfortunate, but whatever. At least we have something, right? So as you can see here, we have a little bit of attack. The defense is pretty unfortunate. I will try to eliminate that one. What is good for Venti is elemental mastery. So try to get as much elemental mastery as possible. Yeah. A good recommendation for that would be the Wanderer's Troop set. That one gives you as a 2-piece bonus 80 elemental mastery, so you might consider using that one. And then we have crit rate and crit damage, very, very important on basically every character in this game, to be honest. Whenever you do damage, you want to have crit rate and crit damage boosted, right? Okay, and now the energy recharge, I have right now only 170 energy, which is barely anything considering that Venti scales on energy recharge, or not scales, but has this ascension bonus on energy recharge. So yeah. Also, I think if I get more energy recharge, something around 200, I might be able to recharge his burst fully by only using a burst. So there's a talent you unlock at I think level 70, if I recall correctly, that allows you to generate energy or elemental particles when using Venti's burst. So if we get more energy recharge, we might be able to charge up his entire burst bar to max again. But I'll have to do further testings to be able, or to be sure to say that. Now if we look at his elemental bonus, we have elemental res due to the party setup we have right now, and then we have 61.6 animal damage bonus, and that's my stats for him. It's not the greatest stuff, but it's something you can work with. Now looking at the weapon I'm running, it's the stringless top tier weapon for Venti support. Obviously you have elemental mastery, and then the refinement gives you burst and skill damage bonus, which is the only stuff we use on Venti. Long story short, Make sure to focus on energy recharge, elemental mastery, and the crit stats. That's what will benefit Venti a lot. Same goes with the feather. This one is, I guess, lucky in a sense. We have 24% crit damage. I have different options of feathers I pulled. For example, I could go for the very decent one here, Wondrous Troop one here, which is also a very good one. And it has elemental mastery and attack percentage. You can also go for this one, which I just pulled, but I'm scared of the defense. It went twice into defense. On level 4 we unlocked defense, and on level 8 we got a defense upgrade, so I'm a little scared to upgrade this, but it might be better than what we have right now, who knows. Then we have this one, which has energy recharge and attack percentage, and if we get a crit rate stat on it, we could replace the one we have right now here, right? And yeah, looking over the timepiece, I personally decided to go for a energy recharge one, and you can see the substats. They're miserable, they're trash, they're garbage. We don't have to discuss that. I have other options which have greater substats, but I'm not sure. Like, the amount of energy recharge we lose is tremendous, as you can see here on level 16 38, and here on level 16 43, so it's a huge difference. But yeah, I will have to look into what will be better for Venti and whatnot. But make sure to go either Elemental Mastery on your Sands of Ian or Energy Recharge. Now looking at the cup, obviously we need, or the goblet, obviously we need a animal damage bonus goblet. And I was lucky to get one from the very decent Vanilla set. So we have completed the 4-piece set, and we have animal damage bonus on top. And the substats are not that bad, but they're also not that great. We have 13% crit damage, 8p defense, and flat attack. And yeah, it could be better, but I don't mind this one. And then looking to his circlet, we have a crit rate circlet to be able to crit a little bit more often, and I think that's very important, especially when his elemental burst hits many times. So those many hits can also crit, and I think that's very important to have. I just pulled this one, but the substats are bad, so I'll keep using this one for now until I get something better. Now, constellations, I have 0 constellations. I'm not a whale. I pulled Venti as a free-to-play player when the game released on my alt account, and yeah, so no constellations. Talents, what you should upgrade, in my opinion, you should not upgrade his normal attack. It actually feels like a waste. At least with the bow I have right now, which has elemental mastery in the substats, well, his auto attacks do like 200 damage, so it kind of feels like a waste of talent books to level up his normal attack. However, his Skyward Sonnet and his Wind's Grand Ode do a lot of damage. Like, his burst does per tick around 1,000 damage, and his elemental skill does like 7,000 damage on me right now with the gear I showed you. And that's pretty useful, or pretty good for a support character. And yeah, so I personally wouldn't recommend you to upgrade his normal attack. It's a waste of talent books, if you ask me. And yeah, that's overall it for my Venti. Yeah. Also, I've seen people asking me for DPS Venti. I personally don't really think Venti is made to be a DPS, especially when his normal bow shots are this low in the damage. Yeah, but I can try out to build him as a DPS. Obviously, I have the Yamos bow on this account, so we have a DPS variant which we could try out and see how it works. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful for your Venti build. And if you did, maybe leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Yeah, see you then.